Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today, what I have for you is my melting basket for the month of July. Can you believe we're already almost to July? So this is Saturday, June the 28th, I think. And just if you are watching this in the next couple days, there were a few bars that they put in clearance at the beginning of June that they have restocked, such as Stroop Waffle Delight and the Coconut Pineapple Vanilla that I am so in love with, and a couple others, maybe My Hero. If you happen to catch this video and those things are still in clearance, please get them. I usually don't see Scentsy restock things other than just on the first of the month of every month. That was really exciting, and I know a lot of you love some of those scents that they've had in there this month that have been extra special. Now, let's go back to what I'm going to be warming in the month of July. I have my happy little basket here, or box, and then a few other things. So let's just dive right on in. The first thing that I have is Island Bloom, which I love. This is a very, very strong wax that is new for this spring-summer season. And I really, really like the combination of notes that are in here. It is a very, very good throw. It's a nice, juicy, tropical, fruity scent. It's got a good amount of watermelon and some palm leaf, or maybe coconut even. And I really only tried it out the one time, and it was quite a while ago when I was just doing reviews for the coming spring-summer season. But man, I know this is going to be one that I will grow to love, and a lot of other people like it too. The second one that I have here, because I like to go kind of in order of thought, kind of group them together, although I've got a few extras on the table too that I threw in last minute, is Aloha Orchid. This has some similarities. It's definitely more of a fruity floral bar, where the other one is pretty much fruity and tropical without so much floral. This is very creamy, and it's kind of heady. I think it's got orchid in here, being called Aloha Orchid, but sometimes there are weird names and the bar doesn't match the name. And I just love the way that this lights up a room for me. It is a fantastic little tropical drink sitting with the umbrella next to you kind of a scent. Super, super good. The next one that we have here was in a BBMB a couple cycles ago. It's called Surfer Chick, and I love this. This is a really unusual bar. I think it's got guava, one of the few where the guava is not stinky, and then maybe some sort of a cherry or berry scent, and maybe some lime. I could be off on the notes with this, but it's a happy, very girly kind of a summer scent. With a name like Surfer Chick, you'd certainly think so, and I really, really like that. And I will probably let my younger daughter do some of that in her room, because it's one that she liked a lot when I was getting those checked out for whatever that round of BBMB was a couple years ago. Really good scent. The next one that we have here is so nice. I was raving about this in one of my last What I've Been Warming videos. Bora Blossom. This is such a gorgeous scent. It's a little bit softer than, say, the Aloha Orchid, which is still in the same vein. This has tropical fruits, some greenery, that creamy lushness, and probably more orchid blossoms. It's just one that I love. I have quite a few of these in my collection still. I used to have it in my club. I don't anymore, because I probably melt 1 or 2 bars of that every year. But when I do, it makes my heart so happy. The next one here is one I've been talking about recently, because this ended up in clearance, which this would be still available for the clearance update that I was just talking about at the beginning of the video if you watch this at the end of June of 2025. Oh, Snapdragon. I love this bar. Oh, it's so nice. It has Snapdragon, some definite fruity notes, and then it has this watery tropical quality, or at least springtime quality that it's really good with, say, Paradise Punch. It's really good with something like the Pink Pineapple Sugar, which I think I threw into this melting basket. And it's a light scent that makes me really happy, and it's not cloyingly fruity. Really, really good. Oh, Snapdragon. Next one is Paradise Punch. So I did just melt a combination of the two of these last week, and it'll be in my next What I've Been Warming video. This is a spring-summer classic that seems to always come back. It is a good Hawaiian punch. It's really, really strong, but it's great. It's got acai berry, and I don't honestly remember everything else. Maybe some starfruit, maybe some sort of a tangerine or mandarin. But it really just smells like good Hawaiian punch. So now let's move into some slightly more fresh scents. Mojito Mambo. This last week was so hot, 90 something here in Michigan. I should have reached for a bar of this. This is the kind of scent you need on a super hot day. It has the mint, and then it's got the lime, and it has the cooling, effervescent sort of drink scent. It just seems to drop the temperature in the room, even just sniffing the bar. It's a favorite, which is also no longer available, but I picked a few up in odds and ends of different sales and whiff boxes and what have you in the last couple years. Here's one that's current in the catalog. That is Key Lime and Grapefruit. This was a summer collection bar a couple years ago. And I don't think I've melted any yet. I have a good amount of it because I stocked up last year, not knowing it would come to the catalog this spring, summer. And it is what it says. It's got grapefruit. It's got key lime. It's pretty strong when you get it in the warmer. Maybe there's a sugar note here too. And it's a really good scent. Plays well with others that are in the citrus family. That's key lime and grapefruit. Another one here. And this is not a bar I melt a lot of. I think I pulled a couple of scents that I'm just making myself try them again. Pineapple mango. I really like straight pineapple scents, and I'm not a huge fan of a certain type of mango, and that's the go-go mango family, where I feel like this is very much that. I think this has passion fruit or passion flower, and then it's got all of the pineapple, but then it has the mango. Like, it's not a bad bar at all. I enjoy it, but I really, really like straight pineapple or pineapple coconut even better. So for me, this is one I just need to try again, and I know that it's nice, but it's not my favorite. Here's my favorite pineapple scent since he's ever made. Pineapple Sorbet. And I have stuff on my fingers again. Sorry, guys. Pineapple Sorbet. Wonderful, wonderful bar. It's just straight pineapple according to Scentsy, but I'm telling you there is a little bit of coconut in here because it's just too rich. Oh, I don't know. This is one of my favorite summer wax bars. Every now and then, though, when I get a bar, because these are always from clearance or a flash sale, I feel like the wax is a little off, but the last couple that I have warmed have been heavenly. This is the best pineapple wax I've ever smelled, as long as it's a good bar of such. I love this one. All right, this was in a BBMB a couple cycles ago, maybe even the same cycle as Surfer Chick. Coconut Daquiri. Love this. So it's got the banana, it's got the coconut, it's got lime. It's a really refreshing summer scent. Slightly creamy, but also slightly tart. And this is one I wish actually would come back to the catalog because I think it would be worth having it in there. Next thing I've got here is a spring-summer floral. But on certain days in the summertime, like today, which is a beautiful day with the cotton clouds in the sky, and actually the cotton is drifting by too from all of our trees, the cottonwoods. This soft Plumeria is a really, really lovely floral that has kind of a summer lightness to it. I think it has teakwood, maybe a little bit of apple, all the creamy Plumeria flower. And it's definitely a favorite of mine and really, really good for a lovely summer day like today. Moving into some things that are a little bit more beachy, I think I'm going to get through, this might be my last clam of Rio Beach. It's so hard to melt the last of a really good bar that you have no clue when you're going to see it again. I get mine on the black market these days. This is a super rich suntan smell. Very beachy. It's got to have some sort of coconut, but it's more of a body care coconut than an edible coconut. And I don't know. I don't even know what the notes are in this, but I have to talk about it every summer and keep begging to get it back in BBMB. That's an old bar at this point because it's so good. So one that would go well with it that's in the catalog that's got tiare flower and lots of coconut and fresh air and fresh water is Coconuts for Coconuts. This is strong, but it's really, really good. If you want to fill your house with an invigorating, fresh, watery coconut scent, get Coconuts for Coconuts. It's nice. This is good in a scent circle, too. Next one that we have here is the classic Pina Colada Cha that is a gorgeous mix of the coconut and the pineapple. So nice, you guys. So nice. Oh, it's got such a luscious creaminess, and then the pineapple and coconut is balanced by a little hint of rum, which I can't really get, but This is just a bar. This really reminds me of the Pina Colada Jelly Belly Jelly Bean, and it makes me happy. Next one that we have here is going to be a little bit more into a fresh or cozy category and a couple of other odds and ends, and then we'll get into my extra stack. Fuzzy Blanket. This is a favorite of the President Dan Orchard. And it's a really good summer, somewhat laundry scent, but it's soft. It's got lavender. Anytime that you put like lavender and cotton and sandalwood, which is most of what's in here, there might be some note that I'm messing up. When you put those kinds of things together, I don't mind that laundry bar because it's also very cuddly. Not sharp at all. Fuzzy Blanket is one of my top 2 or 3 in the laundry-ish category, and I really enjoy melting that on a summer day. Here's my thought it was a different bar, Coconut Vanilla Orchid. I would like to do this in my bedroom this month of July coming up. This is just a really sweet, nice bedroom sort of body care scent with the orchid. It's a little bit of a different orchid than some of the ones at the beginning of the video. When you add the orange zest and the coconut milk, it just makes it sweet and light. Very ladylike, perfumey. I really enjoy this. Next one here is going to be Hydrangea Bouquet. This is in our current garden collection, and I think it's the summariest of the 3. There's a honeysuckle bar and a green succulent kind of bar, and this just smells like you are out on somebody's porch on the East Coast, and you have the clouds of hydrangeas around that porch, and the people are going by on their bicycles, and it's all just so proper and like it's out of a movie. I feel like this bar goes with that, and I love it. It is lighter, but it's like those summer hydrangea heads or the beautiful large cotton wool type clouds that float by. It's a super emotional scent for me, and I really like it. I think there's a little bit of freesia in there too. Next one goes in a totally different direction, Lake My Day. This is like going up north, enjoying your time out on maybe a paddle boat or in a little canoe, and your favorite man has good cologne on right beside you. Because it's watery, it's oak mossy, but there's a little bit of cologne in a warm way. Really, really good bar. Good and strong too. Here's one that, kind of like the Rio Beach, I have a hard time melting this bar because it's my last one. Salted Bergamit Breeze from the Island Days collection, which is the same collection as my beloved Tiare and Coconut that's always in my club. I should have done this one in the club and also the Jasmine and Driftwood that's a purple bar. Especially that Driftwood and Jasmine. That was so unique. I really regret not clubbing that one. Ooh, I'm going to have to melt this. Look at that. That's a wreck. Ooh, slimy. All right. That's when the bar says you have to melt me or else. It's a really nice bergamot-y, saltwater, medium level, fabulous aquatic. I really, really like that. So I'm just going to have to do it. Another one that is a much newer aquatic that you can get in the catalog is Ocean Shimmer. This would be good in smaller spaces with the salted Bergamit Breeze. That's a tongue twister. In larger ones. Oh, I love this bar. This is probably my 3rd favorite of all of the new releases this spring, summer. This has a little bit of Capri Lemon. It's got some musk. It's got this very nice, light, salty, watery thing. And it's kind of sweet. It's really, really pretty. And then a few others that I threw in. I keep saying I'm going to melt pink pineapple sugar, and I forget to. So I threw it in this melting basket again. This is like, it's like a sugar scrub. It's sweet. The pineapple is so mellow. It's almost not pineapple to me. And I feel like there's a drop of coconut milk in here. Maybe not what the notes say, but it's just a very pleasant bar that I like in the bedroom or a smaller space. One that I dug up from downstairs is Coconut Citrus Parfait. This was another BBMB bar. This is very similar to the tropical coconut nectar that's in the catalog right now. This is a little bit older version of coconut though. This leans a little waxy, but all of the other gentle, like zesty notes and things that are in here balance it out, and it's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to melting that. One that I keep saying, I just have to melt this, is Sunshine Mango. This did not perform super well for me back in the day when it was a scent of the month, but it's sweet and gentle, and I really want to just give it another try, probably in my bedroom. So it's mango, but like I said, it's not like the other one, the mango that would be in Go-Go Mango or Pineapple Mango. That's very bright and it's pretty assertive. This is almost like the juice from a really ripe mango, sort of mellow, and then the other, I don't even know what other notes are in here, maybe a little bit of citrus, just keeps it sort of soft. So we'll see how that does. That's more of a performance issue for me than it is a scent preference, as far as I haven't bought it again because it didn't throw very well last time. And then I have a couple more here. I just cannot not throw in Suncastles, which is a perfect anytime June, July, August kind of a smell. This is the epitome of summer on the beach to me. It's got pistachio, it's got almond, it's got coconut, and I feel like there's pineapple in this one. Oh, it's so good. So it's not so much fruity juicy up front, it's mostly nutty and creamy, but it is summery, and it has a little bit of brightness on the back end, which I attribute to pineapple, whether it's really there or not. Santorini Blossoms from our Destination Wax collection, or Destinations. There's a bunch of stuff other than the wax in the Destinations collection. If you haven't gotten the sea turtle, you have to. You need a cuddle buddy. Oh, but this is so good. This has got coconut, it's got palm leaf, it has tiare flower, and I think some sort of berries or something, because it is juicy, but very tropical and creamy, and this is a totally fabulous bar. Love that. Then I've got a couple more that would brighten things up. So Wild Watermelon, I think I put this in one of my last couple of melting basket videos, but it's just a really nice, more fruity watermelon scent. So it has other things in it, maybe like lemon or a touch of pineapple or something, maybe even apple, that takes the watermelon down a notch so it's not quite so candy Jolly Rancher, and I think it'll be good on a hot summer day. And last but not least, one of my forgotten favorites, Mango Matcha, which is super, super happy, very saturated. Oh, this would be so good with a couple bars I didn't put in here. This would be excellent with Cocoa Lime. This would be really good with, well, it'd be good with the Mojito Mambo, which is in here. Or something that's very cucumbery, because this has green tea, it's got salt, it's got mango, and it has a little bit of a freshness from some cucumber. Really good bar. I'm sad that they got rid of this, because I think this one was one of Scentsi's summer masterpieces. So those are all the things that I'm focusing on specifically for July. I'm sure I'll throw in a couple of patriotic type things, and there'll be a day here and there where I decide to melt something that's has nothing to do with the box, maybe when it rains or whatever. But what are you guys thinking about for your month of July? And I will talk to you soon. So I'm going to wrap up this month of June when it comes to just all the things that Scentsy had available for us. I really enjoyed the clearance section this month. There were a lot of great bars in there. They launched our Character Warm Fuzzies line for Disney, their little element warmers. I really haven't heard that anybody's bought one of those, so I'd love to know if you think those are worth the investment or not. And Kanto was amazing. Those bars were great. If you haven't looked at that review, my warm reviews on those, I put the family bar into my next club shipment for sure, a couple of them. And I also really, really loved the tropical stitch bar, Aloha Adventure, and I've ordered a couple more of those already. So tell me what you were thinking when it comes to the month of June. It was definitely on the slower side, and we're, of course, anticipating July 1st, all the BBMBs. So I'm not really going to do another dedicated video on this, but ones I am definitely going to pick up in July. I want to get the exotic vanilla. I want to get the Central Park praline. Some of these will go in my club. I want to pick up some marshmallow mint or club that. The pistachio ice cream was fantastic. I'm excited about the cactus flower lime to actually melt in the summertime. And there are, oh, maybe the coconut flower. There were quite a few that I either want to club or get more of. So if you want to leave in the comments what you guys are picking up starting July 1st. And that also is supposed to go, I think, 6 weeks this time. So if you want to do more of a strategic club shipment, you don't have to rush to put them in at the beginning of July. But if you wanted to try them out so that then you'd have the opportunity to club them in August, it would give you time to really melt through and think about them. So I would still think it would be best with the BBMBs to start ordering in July, because the fact that they're giving us 6 weeks, which is unusual, and I think it's a good idea, it would be good to explore them and know for sure before they are gone if you really, really wanted to either start a club or put some of these in your club, because I think BBMB is the best thing that Club really pairs well with, so that these very limited time bars that may only come back once in a blue moon can be kept for forever and forever. So that was a freebie on the end of this video that's supposed to be what I'm warming in July as far as my melting basket, but you know, kind of a squirrel brain video. Hope you guys are having a good day. God bless. Bye-bye.